level.
For next week.
Lake.
What was that about?
How was your weekend? What'd you do? Spill your guts.
Yes.
Family reunions.
So the back of.
Oh, really?
So
Two of them.
would be their
Two?
phase two for their.
Yeah, one of my family.
Tanks with their fuel.
For F Ave.
Saturday, and one
Oh,
of
okay.
Becky's family yesterday.
He's gonna get put on, because he has to do that for the fire.
So that was
Yeah.
a lot
Has
of,
to come up to them.
But,
So.
Yeah.
He called.
running around.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Luckily, they're both close. One down at Tama and one up at Gladbrook.
I said, yeah,
That's
do you guys for this week, so.
Yeah,
So,
oh,
he
hey.
put it on- He was
Guess-
gonna get home and
Guess
put
you
it on.
brought candy today. We
Oh,
got
a
a
big old
crafty-
jar.
Unlike somebody else's candy jar that's empty up here.
Can't afford it.
Oh, you got the good stuff.
Well, you're welcome. Candy.
I got a bag that's in the pickup, I should go get it for you.
You should
Or
go
it
get it,
turns into a malt in there.
right?
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's not all melted together
Yeah,
by
that's
now.
right, Bob, just put it on the.
Hey,
Yeah, he
Kendall
was gonna,
Jordan,
he was gonna call, I
hi.
told him to call.
Kendall Jordan, what are you doing?
You got chocolate in your truck, it's gonna be chocolate shake.
Oh, yeah, well, those get pretty greasy too.
Yeah, yeah, they do. How you doing, Bruce?
Good,
Warm enough for you?
yeah. Good day to stay inside.
Hey, it's gonna cool off though.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yes.
He's gonna get, I'm gonna call him to get put on the agenda for next week.
Oh, okay.
They'll come in and discuss.
Good, that's all. I'm gonna be out there.
Yeah. Yeah, they have to do that.
Okay.
As a fire marshal. So he's all right Friday.
Yeah.
Next week.
Put it on for next week.
No, that's fine.
Yep,
Good
so
one.
he'll be doing that, so.
Alright.
All right, thanks, guys.
Morning.
Morning, Dan. Good morning. Hi, Kendall, how are you? Good, how are you? Yeah.
Kendall.
What's that?
Oh.
What'd you think? You thinking about it or no? Good. Good. Well, let us know. How much longer, Bruce, they gonna let us keep going on 63?
I don't know. I just go around the corner every day and just pray that it's still open.
Yeah.
I would think they'd start paper or something on it.
Yeah, you'd think so. You'd think they'd do that little stretch because the mats goes in and out of there. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I don't know what they're doing today, if they're hauling gravel down there along the shoulders there,
I think that's what they're doing, yeah. I met 4 or 5 dump
Right,
trucks.
yeah. So maybe they're getting ready to. I was wondering if they're waiting to get done on Highway 30 there, cement it so they get the machine over there and stuff.
Well, that might be too. I
But
don't
they
know.
only got, they only have like a mile and a half to pave, so I would think they'd be getting. I would have thought they got that done last week, haven't been over there.
Say they ought to be about done on 30, shouldn't they?
Yeah, there's not much left.
No, there wasn't too much when I went across 30 here a couple weeks ago.
Well, it'll sure be nice when we get it done, but man, it's taken a while.
That's good, it'll be
At
over.
least we haven't had to drive them to go around.
Yes, yes, good.
That's
Good enough to
what
let the
we
guy
got.
in and out. They've been closing that road that goes down to Cox's.
Oh, yeah.
not just that little sand hill around.
Yeah.
Well, they've got those shoulders, so they've got about a foot and a half drop off. This gal in church yesterday morning said that she fell off that with a truck.
Oh, yeah?
I said, what'd you do your truck? She said, well, I don't think I hurt it much, but she said, I sure got whiplash. So, there's quite a drop off there though.
Yeah, there is.
Sorry, I don't understand.
And it's not very wide, you know,
Yeah, that's right.
when you have your shoulders on there, you gotta give way. You just don't give them.
That's right.
When's that supposed to be open?
When?
Yeah,
I don't think there's ever been a date, has there?
I don't know, I hadn't heard anything.
I sure would like to think they haven't done the harvest, but I don't know.
Wouldn't bet on that.
No, I don't either.
Bet on that. I guess now we're scheduled for 2006. We go to 96.
Well, they're not gonna do it next year.
Nope. Put us off here.
We need a break.
Yeah.
We need to shake our vehicles a little more up north. Extra year.
I can't wait for the roundabout.
Yeah.
Are they really gonna put one in?
They said they're gonna, I talked to the guy at the meeting for the northbound on 63.
Yeah.
He said it's going in 25,
Yeah,
Really?
that's what I'd heard.
Where's Roundabout gonna be?
right down here, right next to Quick Start. I did mention to him that that's gonna make a rough turn for the truck drivers coming out of that into Quick Start.
Yeah, that's,
511IA says 63 will be closed until September 30th of 2024.
thank you.
September 30th.
That may be extended, but currently
We're gonna have
that's
to
their
hurry.
planned date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time we have a question, we're gonna ask you, Laura.
That website's amazing. Great for snow conditions too.
First time I went around one of those roundabouts was down at Tama. We bought some cattle and I went down there with the cattle trailer. I thought, where in the world do I go? I had to make a couple swoops there before I realized, wait, we gotta get off there. So,
At least they're talking about the low curb, so, trucks aren't gonna be going up against a high curb. It's a one-lane roundabout, and it's staying inside the existing space.
Really?
Yeah, I was surprised.
Well, that's gonna be pretty
That's
exciting.
a lot of the trouble with them roundabouts is they just don't make them big enough,
Yeah.
especially for semis. I talked to my cousin, he says the biggest problem, he says semis, they're not big enough.
Well, even regular intersections, turning from one
Yeah.
lane in, if you don't do a button hook, the trailer's gonna go over the
Yeah.
curb,
Yeah.
so. Yeah, I used to spend about $1 million a month at CRST replacing tires because of stuff like that.
Right. What's Dad doing?
Okay. Got some appointments coming up, but I'm just doing good.
Was he president of the Cemetery Association this year, you know?
I don't know. Can't tell you for sure.
It's either he or Sandy, one of the two. We should have a meeting after Labor Day.
No, sure. He'll be fine for that.
What do you have done to it?
He's supposed to have surgery the middle of this month. They're gonna go in and they're going to freeze off the cancer, and so then hopefully that should be the end of it, we hope.
I would sure hope so too.
No more, water mandate?
Yeah.
No. Water mandate's off, is off last week.
That's pretty cool.
Use all you want.
Just pay your bill.
Turn the faucet on and let it run.
That's all you gotta do, is one stipulation. Just gotta pay your bill, that's what my banker told me a long time ago. He said, Dan, we got all the money you could ever use, just one stipulation, you gotta pay it back. And that sometimes can be difficult.
So in other words, use all the water you want if you can afford it.
I tell you, that water though,
Yeah.
in all seriousness, we here in town, Kendall's here. Here in town, we will get a new coffee pot about every 6 months in our building because of the buildup on it. You just can't get away from it. It's different water. At home, I normally change out my coffee pot about every 10, 12 years, whenever it's
Yeah, it's
thick as shit.
If you,
No,
rural water.
no, the
Or
rural,
mine.
rural water is just, I don't know, what is the difference? Do you know? Maybe the hardness here or something, the
lime
water here's
I
different.
don't know.
What is it?
Water at Toledo, is that lime softened?
No,
No,
I understand.
that's why.
Is it?
No.
Yeah, I don't know anything about water, I just know that it's really different here than it is at home.
What's real water?
Well, the Amana plant's an RO plant, the South Tama plant, so is a lime softening.
What's the hardness?
Oh, it's not very hard. I don't know right off the top of my head.
It's
very
amazing.
low.
Sure, thing.
It is.
Yeah, the Cedar Rapids water was fantastic. But I've not had any problems with hardship. Good.
Busy this morning, I forgot about
We have
that.
hard and soft, or we have hard and how we come into our house. And,
We don't have any
we
plans.
always use the raw water,
Good.
water and stuff, you know, but I like my house water, and I don't mind paying money for it.
Yeah.
It's
not
not
that
hard
bad.
on your stuff now. It's probably a little more expensive, well, I don't know, in town, you've got sewage and everything, you know, with it, so it's probably gonna be the same, I would think.
You have mine on other things.
I got busy doing emails and I forgot about it.
Good morning.
Gonna keep you busy?
Oh, yeah. Gotta go to Kingwood, Missouri. Last week.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
All right, I guess we'll start the meeting with pledge. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can I get a motion to approve the agenda? I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll second.
Okay, got a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Public comments? That's yours? No?
Oh, thank you.
You're in charge now. You should, probably. Worry about that time.
I know, right? Kind of chilly, isn't it?
I didn't touch it. Was that what you?
It was running when I opened the door.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't touch it.
I thought,
It
maybe
is
we're gonna have our
nice.
meeting outside today.
I'd be okay with that.
It's very.
Thank you.
Yeah, maybe we can.
Alrighty, can I get a approve the previous minutes?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Tim?
Good morning.
Morning.
Hey,
How are you guys? Everybody? Nice to see you. Yeah, you guys too. Everything well under control this morning? Oh, I think so, yeah. That's good. Monday. See Homer, that's all that matters.
Right. That's right.
So I'm up?
Yes.
You are? Okay. Just weekly road report. Ben, he's off this week, so. So Iowa Bridge and Culverts should have P Avenue, south of Highway 63, open this week, weather depending, obviously. On E Avenue, south of Lincoln, they're done with the concrete, and they're waiting to get the strength test on it before they start backfilling. They put signs up on F Avenue, south of Lincoln, last week. It will be closed this week to do the dirt work, more box culverts, so. So we couldn't do any work on, we're doing 350 between I and 63 weather. Last year we were doing some cross pipes there. We couldn't get that last week because of the weather. So hoping to start up this week, so it looks pretty good, so. The bridge crew's replacing a deck on 265th Street, just north of Elbron. They should take a couple weeks to do that, then that'll be open. So we recently purchased a trailer for our new skid loader. This should help with getting that equipment to the job site easier, being we only have one semi and 2 excavators. We gotta kind of coordinate the haul around, so. And that's all I got.
Alrighty.
So,
Thank you, Tim.
fair enough?
You bet. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.
Tammy?
Me. Today, 2:00, my office, don't forget, the union for Sheriff 911, they're ready to bargain, so, August 15th, Iowa, Public Employee, Employer Board will send out notifications, so I don't know when you guys are interested in negotiating, but, we can negotiate 1 year, 2 year, if you want. But they're gonna wanna do it as soon as possible, so, and I look for the other union too also.
When was that, Tammy?
The 15th, they'll notify, that's when notification comes out that we can start bargaining, so, yeah, just wanna let you know that. And then I'll post, conservation opening. I started working on it this morning, so I should get that posted today for the conservation board.
Okay.
So, and then I think Curtis will probably, make sure whatever Tammy throws out there that he shares and try and get somebody. I think they've had some people in mind I mean, I'm still gonna put it out there, see what we can come up with, I mean, I don't know.
Well, we gotta put it out there.
Yeah, so if you guys know of anybody, be bugging them, please come serve on our conservation board.
They were fun.
So,
Alrighty, can I get a motion to accept the claims?
I'll make a motion to approve the claims.
I'll second that. This week claims are $788,941.24.
We got a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Hello, Michael.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, how about you?
Conservation year end report, resolution to transfer funds.
Yeah, so good morning, I wanted to, I guess, kind of give you a bare bones, hopefully I can use this real quick for a second. Pretty bare bones, just kind of inventing my own little template here. But wanted to give you guys a breakdown of what the last year entailed and what we got going on in the future, and then to kind of go over that budget quick too at the end. But again, just a quick run through of everything we've been doing. Again, very bare bones, but as a recap for, and anyone in the room too, July through November essentially of last year, the department was running basically as is without a director, and I've got a really good staff that took care of everything, kept everything buttoned up and running smooth until I got there. So kind of a big gap there with not a lot of information. The crew kept up with campground maintenance, the state investigation going on, planning for a new playground, and all sorts of different facility upkeep. In the winter, we cleaned up a lot of the finances, kind of overlapping from previous situation. Did a lot of tree and brush removal, pretty typical through the winter. Prepped burn plans, which we ended up doing some new burns in the spring. Did a lot of programs with Power Chic in Marshall County as well as on our own. We paired up with 4-H, Pheasants Forever, a handful of other organizations, NRCS included. Staff attended a lot of learning seminars and workshops during the downtime in winter, and we coordinated a new kayak dispenser that's coming to Otter Creek here in the spring, which we're pretty excited about. In spring, we did some of the first burns that some of our sites have ever seen, which is pretty excellent. Some of them really needed it, and some of them showed a lot of improvement just with that first burn. Saw a lot of nice natives coming up in areas that looked like trash otherwise. Been doing a lot of campground opening and ongoing maintenance in the spring. We had a big outdoor classroom event with NRCS. That was a big smash. Hopefully saw in the newspapers too. Getting education in front of a bunch of 5th graders out there at Otter Creek. Had some outdoor programs with 4-H as well. Developed a ton of new educational programs focused on historical ecology and anthropology. We've got a new deck railing. We've been sprucing up the nature center quite a bit. It's been a little untouched. Inside, it's looking good. Outside needs a little sprucing up, so we've been working on that, including that deck railing. We got a new playground down the road, and just added some new retaining wall features and a new native planting around the nature center as well. We've got ongoing wildlife area maintenance, so cutting, trimming, chemical treatments here and there, various workshops going on, turf grass restoration around the lake, and numerous rentals going on throughout the whole season. Summer's been pretty busy. Lots of wildlife maintenance going on. We've got an AmeriCorps intern, 3 seasonals that have been hard at work. Numerous rentals. I think we've had the nature center rented since May. I want to say every day, every weekend. Not every weekday, excuse me, every day on the weekends. So we're pretty full there, which is great. Seeing use throughout the weekdays as well with different DNR seminars, our own thing, a handful of reunions happening throughout the week too. What else we got going on? Working on trail and road signage throughout the park too. There's a lot of places to go, but not a lot of ways to figure out where you're going, so we're working on that. Keeping up with boat ramps, waiting for the lake to get full. We can now get kayaks in the lake, so tell your friends. We can't get any motors in there quite yet. The water's still a little bit low, but you can drag a kayak and canoe right into our boat ramp area just fine. Might get your shoes a little mucky, but at least we can get people in the water, and we've seen kayaks in the water on these nice days almost every day, which is great. So yeah, moving along here. For future projects, we were looking to get a forestry mower and skid steer as well, which we've got budgeted for next year, thanks to you guys. Working on trail maps and more informational pamphlets, things to actually walk out of our nature center with, so you know where you're going, what to see next. Big fancy directional signage at the park. some new native hillside plantings, more burns, looking at staff expansion too, if we can do it. We've got enough volume of interest and rentals and parties and things going on that I think we can justify some level of office manager up there sometime in the near future. It would free up me and my naturalist quite a bit. We're kind of splitting the duties right now. Gives me a chance to get back in the field and my naturalist more time for education. Working on wildlife area maintenance, Oxbow Bottoms, Columbia Wildlife, Reinig Prairie, and Otter Creek are our main focuses for clearing up a bunch of shrubs that are pretty invasive, that are taken over, and just trying to spruce those up to make it a little bit more enjoyable for people to go out and explore our trails. Yeah, so when the lake is full, which we're real close, we estimate we're about 9 to 11 feet off. But we've got a new fishing dock coming in, a new kayak launch and kayak paddleboard dispenser, which will be fully automated once it's out there. That's coming in spring. And then the beach will be open to the public too. We've got a lot of questions about that. Not a lot of fun going out to the beach when it's full of rocks. For the future, we're hoping to maybe, if funds produce themselves or we can get enough from the public, a new full-fledged nature center down below the actual nature center we've got right now. It's very much dedicated to events and rentals at the moment, but the basement and under the grand hall deck, if you will, has a lot of potential for a full-fledged nature center. So we're working on producing a plan for that, but that'll be a big spendy item, but hopefully will put us back on the map here. Got a new park entrance we're contemplating, going directly to the modern campsites and maybe some future cabins. That could go on east or west side of the lake depending on interest and how the utilities play out there. Additional campsites, modernizing utilities, working on getting shower houses updated and possibly a new one on the west side. Potential 200-yard range at Ike's shooting range, and then some new campground and features at TF Clark, our original campground. So yeah, since I've started, we've seen at least 600 camp nights, about 250 families estimated served. We made $8,000 or so in fundraising at the spring event. We've been seeing a lot of daily and weekly programs for educational department. Summer camps right now are full, going full steam ahead. And we've had great reviews by various groups. I've called the libraries, the community centers, the schools. Everyone seems to love our naturalists, which is great news for us. So we're gonna keep pumping those out and make them even better. Ranger department, we've been pretty low key, which is good news. Hopefully that means the ranger is keeping the bad guys away. We deal with periodic issues, some here and there disputes around the campground, out at the boat ramps, but otherwise he's keeping things pretty safe. So careful.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
Well, that's all right. And then maintenance is pretty easy going. A lot of upkeep, new projects around the campsites. Vehicle and machine maintenance as usual. Excuse me. Clearing invasives, trimming around the campgrounds and roads. So we've got a lot of things going on, a lot of things coming up. We're pretty excited about it. So hoping to just keep you guys in the loop essentially here. But we're hoping once the lake is full next year and camping is full-fledged, it should be back to normal basically. If not, a more exciting place to visit.
You're gonna be stocking it next year after it's completely full?
Already stocking that actually, yep.
Oh, really?
Yep, so in April we put in a ton of catfish, and I wanna say like 10,000 little fry, little guys. And then in end of April and May we put in some bluegill sunnies. And we're looking at putting in potentially some either walleye or perch here pretty soon.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, so yeah, you can try to go fishing out there right now. I don't think you're gonna catch anything but a frog. But
Well, that's kind of normal for me.
yeah, well, so we're getting there. We got a lot of good things going on. It's been a nice transition year, I guess, for myself. Being kind of greedy here with the lake being nice and slow. But we've got a lot of attendance, a lot of good things going on, and hopefully we can put some money towards some pretty cool projects. So I guess my formal ask of you guys today is to, and I love the luxury that you guys have instilled here at the county of being able to roll over some of these unspent funds into next year. Specifically, we'd like to see, there's a portion of our motor vehicle dollars that we didn't spend fast enough. I think there's about $6,000 that we'd like to push into that, into our motor vehicle fund for next year, just to give us a little boost for getting our fleet kind of replenished and put on a cycle of changing out mowers, changing out vehicles as they start to age. We're a little bit behind on that. So the leftover that I'm asking to push into motor vehicle, is a pretty tiny 6,514, I believe.
I have 6,500, I just rounded.
Oh, perfect, that's fine. Yeah, we'll make up that $14 elsewhere. The rest of the dollars, we're hoping to move back into that LED fund to continue to build up savings for some of those cabin projects, anything in between, so.
You wanna read it?
Yep, so I have that as resolution 0805-2024A. Be it resolved that the Tama County Board of Supervisors approves a transfer of $6,500 from the general basic fund into the machinery motor vehicle fund, and a transfer from the general basic fund to the land acquisition and development fund in the amount of $103,500 as requested by the Tama County Conservation Board. These are the end of fiscal year 2024 funds.
All right, can I get a motion?
I will make that motion, we approve resolution 8-5-2024A.
I'll second that.
Okay,
All righty.
roll call vote, Kurt?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
Dan?
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
Done deal.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank you much.
Any questions you guys got on my department or what's going on?
Good work, man.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we're having a lot of fun out there and we're hopefully gonna turn it into a nice little gym.
Yeah, doing great.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank
buddy.
you, take care.
Approve the fiscal year 24-25 tax rates.
I'll make the motion to approve the 24-25 tax rates.
I will second that.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All righty,
Okay, I believe that covers it, so we'll adjourn you at 9.
9 o'clock. All right, 9:10, please.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pick up some steel.
Bless you, sit there.
I'm not there, don't worry.
Oh, that'll help.
I broke down the side of the road.
Yeah, isn't that interesting? Did you see that?
What's that?
The mental health rate, the way they divided up the mental health in the state. Oops, show it to me.
I don't see you tonight, I'll see you next Monday.
Yeah,
You too.
was our first one. Hey, did you get the opportunity to look at that email that I sent you?
I saw
Blackhawk
an email that
County.
said help, is that one?
Yes, so will you look at it and that way I can send it to Brody?
So, we
Right
had stuff
there.
highlighted,
where all
we
the
need
services
to.
No, I just want you to make sure it's okay.
Now,
Didn't know if you wanted me to add to it or something, or?
Yeah, if there's something that I forgot too,
Okay.
but, that was just the response, that's the information I
Yeah.
collected from you guys.
Okay.
I just wanna make sure that you're that, okay, yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen there, that's interesting, but you know, I assume the reason it's that way is probably how public health is gonna be.
I don't know. Oh, I'm happy to see that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how public health is gonna be.
Most of our service comes right out of Blackhawk County.
Uh-huh.
I
don't know.
To put people in
Well,
and everything.
and I think with being Blackhawk County helped us financially too, and made our region more stable. Well, now we don't have to worry about that because it's basically just divided how the state wants it, and if you wanna do business with the state, you'll be doing, RFPs and you'll be trying to get in, I don't,
So, any big place we're gonna have to possibly send people is gonna be Mason City.
I don't know,
Unfun.
I don't know what they're gonna do.
To get their hands on it, goes to hell.
Oh, they already did that a long time
HHS.
ago.
They screwed it up years ago.
They screwed it up years ago is when it started. Remember, well, you probably don't remember, we had case management. Once they took case management, that was pretty much the end.
Yeah.
It just went down.
Now they're gonna do, basically healthcare goes to next July is when healthcare gonna get it.
And so what
It was
they'll,
supposed to happen this year, but now
Right.
it's next year.
so all the people that we employ,
So
or
guess what
that are
they're gonna do?
employed as a region, now will have, are you guys even gonna exist anymore? I mean, I'm curious, do you know, is that board gonna
The
exist?
CSS,
Uh-huh,
we have no idea.
yeah,
Especially since they
So
took
there's
Blackhawk County.
Well, I know, and so are you gonna have a say in anything? I don't think so, I think it's gonna belong to the state, or to the state, I don't think we're gonna have any mental health say at all. But we are gonna pay for it.
They'll keep an advisory board on, just to
Think
please.
so?
Just to please, just to please. Advisory board doesn't do nothing.
Basically a fake board.
That's what the sixth judicial.
Judicial is
Well,
right now.
I think so too, and the other thing is, but the thing is, they have no control, excuse me, they won't be serving, I don't know what they would be doing other than feedback for, because they've taken away all that funding, excuse me, they'll be taking
Yeah.
our funding, all that, and they'll be keeping it and running it themselves.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, they're probably gonna do it with substance abuse eventually too, as
Oh, yeah.
I've heard, so, because
Yeah,
substance,
it's all,
co-occurring, so, substance and mental health normally are co-occurring,
Yeah.
so they're probably gonna take it too. But the good thing is, we really don't spend a lot on that, because,
yeah.
most people's insurance pay for that, and, yeah, I don't pay very much for that at all.
They could've left Blackhawk County, and left our 12 counties together and
I
got
know.
Marshall, Franklin, and
I've
Hardin and
never
Cerro
seen
Gordo
anything
out of
like
it.
it. Is it, well, and we've got, isn't it, Lynn Johnson, I mean, isn't that in our new district? Is that Lynn and Johnson, and
No,
Yeah, I think so, no.
who is it?
no, we keep we're gonna have Allen Key, Winnesheek, Howard, Mitchell, Cerro Gordo, Floyd,
Okay, all the top ones.
Chickasaw, Clayton, Fayette, Bramer, Butler, Franklin, Hardin, Grundy, Marshall, and Tama.
So those are all up above us.
They're
Why they didn't
basically
keep us-
sticking Blackhawk, which is a major hub for the stuff we need to do.
Black
They're
Hawk
gonna
Lynn,
put them in with Dubuque,
okay, who's with Lynn?
Burlington,
Yep, it's all together.
flood cities.
Yep,
bigger
all
cities.
the big ones
Well, that's
are
what all the
together.
money's going.
Yeah.
All the money's going to
Yeah.
big cities,
Yeah.
big counties.
So,
I don't know, we'll see
well,
what
that's
happens.
the only big city we are gonna have is, well, you'll have Marshalltown, but then other than that, Mason City.
And we're all rural,
So we're all rural counties.
so I wonder how they're gonna fix our mental health problem
They're
here.
not going to.
I don't think they're probably worried about it.
I mean, crap, you can't even get in, whenever we try to
Bingo.
get somebody in, 3 months to get in
That's
to the
hell,
mental
they
health clinic,
proved,
that's ridiculous.
they proved 6 years ago they didn't give a crap about mental health. So,
Ah,
When you
this
guys-
makes me sad.
You gonna make that meeting?
No, can't, quorum, only one.
No, the safety.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm going,
I'll go down.
are you gonna go
I'm
down?
gonna go home and
Okay.
work a couple hours and
Okay,
come
then I'll
back.
see you at 2.
Race car.
Oh, he hit his head again? Oh,
Yeah.
very good, good job.
Quit wrecking.
Okay,
I'm just trying to put it back together from
Oh.
the wreck.
so I'll call you guys when we get done with our meeting.
See ya. Have a good
Okay, get to. I don't know how long it'll last, probably, I don't know, so, anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the safety meeting, what was I gonna, I didn't really have anything to nag about today, I had nothing.
Yeah.
Things are going well, it's quiet in my office.
Mom, things that.
And Bob, poor Bob. Bob, 15 minutes after he started, somebody showed up
8
for a
minutes.
permit. How many?
8 minutes, 8 minutes.
8 minutes, I'm sorry. He got to do his first permit, so it's working out. And he already brought his candy jar in his office full of candy, so he's good.
Mark, Dan Anderson, I see you just missed your call.
I'm out of here.
Are you planning to post that conservation board, opening
Yeah,
soon? Cause I can have them put a note about
Oh,
it.
yeah, that's great,
Yeah,
Bob,
the,
for, Mark, that's fine.
I'm not sure,
You
I
bet.
haven't, okay, so here's my thoughts on this. Have you worked in that at all on the website? Cause I've got a live
Yeah, if you got
application
another
for that,
50 to
but I
100
don't
that
know
you're
that
taking.
it'll post, or it'll go to that specific
Okay, well,
application.
I'll,
So I might have, it might be a couple of days to
Okay.
make
It's not
it
really
fixed.
employment,
Bring
right?
this,
So
let's
it could be
No,
an
it's not an
employment tab.
employment, but it's a board
okay,
announcement.
just so
and-
we don't want to buy the who's.
Would it be on the
But
main
that
page or would it be
building,
on the supervisor's page?
And, we'll try
Since
to.
it's not
I'm
employment.
gonna be around
It
this
should
afternoon, so.
be, I'm not sure how it's
But
gonna
if you can
post.
bring us,
We'll investigate that. Cause
Well,
that's
that's
new
fine,
doing
that's
this
fine.
on the webpage. I've never,
if we get that
we've
in
never
there, that'd be
done
great.
this on the
We'll get
webpage,
done
and I
with
had
it.
them change the handwritten app that you print out to, it's an active one and you can do it online.
Well,
The
I think
fillable
that's very
PDF?
fair.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's
So-
very fair.
Is this conservation board the same requirements as the adjustment and zoning where you need to be
Sure,
outside of
sure.
city limits?
That's
No,
really good.
This one doesn't
That's-
have that
I'm very happy with
requirement.
that. Well,
This
okay.
one is.
Thanks, Mark.
there really is no requirement other than you want to be involved in conservation, that thing, and it is a pretty, I mean, they meet every month. And, I mean, they're on it all the time, and, I mean, and he's pretty active, he's our new one, he's
He
very,
seems
very
very on
active.
top of things, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's amazing.
Enthusiastic.
So, yeah, it's just being interested in conservation, liking parks, liking that kind of stuff, cause that's all what it's about, so.
Messages
Yeah,
like
so there's not
crazy
gonna
for
be
this
any,
and that and
there'll be
everything.
no requirements, it's not a job, it's just
So
applying
much
and,
And it's
the boards
volunteer
appoint
position.
those.
Volunteer
Yeah.
position, right?
Yeah,
Put that
so
on
the
the
boards,
agenda, just
the
so-
board of supervisors
Oh,
appoint all those
that's it.
positions, and
Yeah,
then,
today if you
um,
want to, if you
Yeah,
want.
yeah,
Those-
I'll let him
that
know
board
he's got- he's
governs
got
how they
calling
spend
me
their
every
money.
week, too.
Okay, that's
So-
good.
And the
So
lake
that's
he was
good.
talking about, just to confirm, was
Yeah,
the
'cause I
lake at
haven't
Otter
been
Creek
there.
Park, right?
Okay.
But yeah, so so there is like thousands, we have thousands and thousands of acres of
All right.
conservation
Well,
land.
Right, but the lake he was talking about
But
for
the lake
communities
is
and stuff
Otter
is
Creek.
the Otter Creek.
The other
Yeah.
person on today.
Wanna make
too.
sure I was following along. Didn't wanna ask in the middle of the
Let's
meeting, cause
see.
it's a whole lot.
Oh,
I know, no,
911
that's
board
okay.
meeting.
What
it's-
did you
Tomorrow
drop
night.
that was so, I didn't know you could make that loud of a noise.
It was the chair, it was the chair, scared the living crap right out of me.
Maybe it's sitting crooked.
Is it sitting crooked? It did it one other time, or a
Well, I
couple
probably
other
won't be here
times
either,
too.
cause
I didn't know if your steel water bottle hit something, I was just like,
No, I leaned over.
I didn't know we could make that loud of noise in here.
We got, yeah, we got fire department.
Okay, I'm out of here, I have a safety meeting, you're not coming, it's my safety meeting.
I'll be
Oh,
there.
It's like, oh,
I can.
Why?
like a strawberry point.
Okay.
Okay.
That's on.
I learned about- Hey, you know how Garrison
call the other
is
day
on
and I said,
every day?
This guy.
That's how the meeting goes every day.
Let's hope not.
He just talks on
well,
and
my
on.
guys.
Okay.
I love Garrison.
I won't.
And he was on surface.
See you later.
I got
Okay.
things
So
to
it's
do.
in on-
You do? Well, I was
The
so-
guys.
I will,
Let me go.
yeah, I will definitely be talking to you guys later today.
Yeah, quite a deal.
Yeah. I'll let you know.
Okay, Bob.
Hey, we'll see you later. Thanks a lot. Take care.